Can I ask you just a few questions about my movie poster?
That'll be fine.
Okay, so you've seen my movie poster, right?
Yeah, definitely.
Okay, so what do you like and dislike about it?
Well, I particularly like the images that you used on them and the detail that there is in the images and like the way you constructed them as well, like the structure of it.
Okay, so looking at the poster, did it remind you of any existing poster, like of a film?
Yes, I saw one similar to it.
Do you know what's called?
I can't remember.
Okay, well, I got inspiration from Final Destination.
Okay.
Yeah, looking at the poster, what do you think? What do you think can be improved?
I think you should check like the font of the poster isn't that like it's not something I would expect on a horror poster. That is not your typical kind of font.
Yeah. But to be honest, looking at various horror posters, existing ones, I've noticed that the fonts they use are not like typical horror kind of fonts, like blood dripping down, because that's just like, okay, we know it's horror, you don't need to do horror text to show that's horror. So they actually use like sometimes Arial, they can use like simple fonts just to literally create the whole magazine poster. So I decided to use that because it just stood out to me and I really liked it, and it just goes along with what my trailer is all about, and the colour as well, white. When you saw this poster, what's the first thing you noticed?
For me, that would have to be the image, and it really stood out to me.
Yeah. Do you like the idea of how the face is like in the glass, and then
Definitely.
Yeah. Thank you so much.
No problem.
Bye.
Bye.
Hi, Sebastian.
Hello, Christiana.
Thank you for letting me interview you today about my movie poster. So to begin with, looking at my movie poster, what do you like and dislike about it?
I like the concept of the girl being in the glass. I think it was a good idea. Did you happen to get inspiration from Final Destination?
Yeah, indeed. Well done for talking. Yeah.
Yeah, I really like that. I like the girl as well. I think the makeup that you did on her was really good. I like that.
Okay. That image that I used was actually edited in Photoshop. It was edited in Final Cut Pro. I was playing around with it, but yeah,
You edited the image in Final Cut Pro?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. So do you dislike anything?
I didn't really like the font.
Mm.
I think the font wasn't very typical of a horror genre. I think it could have been better. I don't know how it relates, because maybe you could have incorporated broken glass. I just thought it was a bit out of place.
Yeah, but in existing horror trailers, existing horror posters, if you notice that the font they use is simple, like it's not really big, like, oh, everyone knows it's a horror trailer, it's a horror poster, blah blah blah. And the fact that they use simple text actually makes the poster stand out even more and makes everything blend in, kind of. But that's your opinion, so I'm fine with that. So do you think, is there anything that can be improved in my poster?
I think the layout is good. The main picture is good. You could improve anything. Maybe make the picture a bit darker. I think it's a bit too bright. I understand that you needed to do that in order to get the glass in.
Yeah.
But I think it needs to be darker in order to really represent the horror.
Okay. And when you saw the poster, what's the first thing you noticed?
I noticed the tagline at the top. It just caught my attention and I liked it. And then I looked at the picture and that caught my attention even further. I think that's something that every good poster has, and you achieved that.
Oh, thank you so much, Sebastian. Thank you so much for your time, Sebastian.
You're welcome.
Hi, Curtis.
Hi, Christiana.
May I ask you a few questions based on my movie horror poster, please?
Go ahead.
Okay, so you've seen my movie horror poster, right?
Yes.
So what do you like and dislike about it?
I like the fonts. I also like the way you have the head of the main character in the background, but you can still kind of see it. I like the broken glass within. I think it sets a particular theme, and also the font of the poster supports that theme.
Okay. So looking at it, what do you think can be improved?
Really, I think the way in which you express your The way in which... What? Ask the question again, sorry.
So, looking at the poster, what do you think could be improved?
Well, I think the poster is really good. However, maybe the main character could be used in a much better way. So I think the way in which the broken glass is used, I think that takes away from the emphasis of the main character.
Definitely, yeah. But I like the idea of the broken glass and the main image. It just looks very nice and it's eye-catching as well. And looking at my posters, have you seen any movie posters that are similar to it?
No.
Should I tell you?
Yes.
Final Destination.
Okay.
Yeah, I got inspiration from that horror poster, and I decided to just create something similar to that, but obviously.
Okay, I see the similarity.
Yeah, the broken glass. Yeah. So, when you first saw my horror poster, what was the first thing that stood out to you?
I think I would say the main character within it, the main image of the woman standing in the background.
Yeah.
But other than that, when you look deeper into the poster, I think the broken glass does stand out a lot. The way in which you use the font, the type of font you use does stand out as well. I think that supports the theme of horror, or the genre of horror.
Thank you so much for your time, Curtis. Hi, Ellie. Can I ask you a few questions based on my musical set, please? Okay, so first of all, you've seen my movie horror poster, right? So what's the first thing you noticed about it?
I think the first thing that jumped out to me was the kind of like the smash glass effect. I really like that. I mean, it's like kind of like covered the whole page. Like it just looked really good.
Okay. So what do you like and dislike about my horror movie poster?
I like the simple colour scheme, like you kept it black and white, which I think is really effective. Your model, like the way you've made her eyes look really black, and like basically they look like massive black holes, which is like kind of demonic, and I really like that. And like I said, the smash glass effect is really good. So
thank you so much. Do you dislike anything?
No, I think it's a really good poster.
Seriously, yeah. So what do you think could be improved? If you could improve just one thing or anything.
Maybe get some like, I don't know how, maybe like some blood in there somehow, just to keep that horror dimension. But like other than that, it looks really good. So I don't know what I improve, honestly.
Oh, thank you so much, Elena. Like you said, the first thing you saw was basically the main image. So I've interviewed like a few people about this poster, and they all mentioned something about the text and it not looking very horror. So what do you think about that? Does it have to be a horror kind of text, or do you think you can just use any text that just makes everything looks good as a whole?
I think with the text, like you see horror posters nowadays which have like really normal basic text that you would use for any genre of film. So I don't think the text is a problem. I think personally it works. Like that messy kind of text I think works with horror. So personally I don't think the text is a problem. I think what you've done is good.
Okay, so the poster I created, does it remind you of any other poster? Something similar?
I wanna think it does, but I can't think of anything off the top of my head. But I'm pretty sure.
Final Destination?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes, actually, yeah. You know, you say that, yeah.
Yeah. It was like took me a few hours to actually create that horror poster and everything. So thank you so much for your time, Ellen. Oh, just one more question. What would you rate it out of 10?
9.
Oh, thank you so much. Oh. Thank you so much. Thank you for your time, Elena. Bye. Hello, Frida.
Hi.
Okay, so today I'm just gonna be discussing with you my horror poster and what you basically think about it. So I showed you just a few minutes ago how my horror poster was like. So what do you like and dislike about it?
I like the fact that your poster really deals with the horror genre. I like the fact that her face has been spread out. I like her makeup. I like the costume, and I like the typography. It really matches the horror genre.
Thank you so much. So do you dislike anything on that horror poster, on my poster?
No, I don't.
Do you think anything could be improved?
No, not really.
So when I first showed you the poster, what was the first thing that actually popped up in your face?
I think the girl. Your cover star is really good.
Thank you. Yeah. So what'd you rate out of 10?
I give it
8. How about why would you give it an 8?
I don't know.
Because there's 2 marks missing. So there's 2 marks. What is missing?
Okay, maybe. I don't know. Maybe I give it a 10.
Do you like the text though?
The text was alright. I think your text could be like a bit. Maybe you could have a better
catchier.
Yeah. Font.
Not font. The type. Cell line or something.
A bit kind
that's
of.
It, that's
Okay.
it.
Okay.
Yeah. But I really like the picture.
Oh, thank you so much. I know lots of people said they like the picture and the broken glass effect. But does that poster remind you of any existing poster?
No.
Final Destination?
Don't watch Final Destination.
Oh, you haven't watched it?
See, I haven't seen it, so I don't know.
Oh, okay. So now we know that you like my poster really good. Okay. Is it like a horror theme? Is it like a horror? Okay. Thank you so much for your time.